light up. Oh, light up. I said the thing all light up.
Fanatics.
I said the thing all light up. Yeah, all light up. I said the thing all light up.
Back with the heat like sunburn. Kill everything that's standard. She said me too fly, no standstill. You listen to my sound, get captured.
Mista Silva,
Hello,
welcome to The Journey.
thank you for having me at the journey.
Thank you. You know what? This interview is long overdue.
Trust.
I've been trying to get you on the show for, I think, about 7 years. No, it's probably been about 4. Where have you been? You're always busy, touring, performing.
It's mad that it's been 4 years, you know, since you've been trying to get me on this show, but we're here now, you know what I mean? Just been literally working and just, you know, keeping my head down and trying to create great music for everybody to really enjoy, you know what I mean?
And you are?
So, yeah, we just give thanks to that, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. We cherish this moment.
Trust
You're
me.
finally here.
Trust me.
So your Christian name is Papa Kwame Amponsa, right?
Yeah, that's right.
How did you come up with the name Mista Silva?
Mista Silva was something which happened in, like, let's say, 2008 when we established Fresh Level Entertainment.
Okay.
So that was me and 3 other friends. Established an entertainment company in which we wanted to, like, throw our own events, we did really create our own vibe, and for, like, our kind of, like, community to come and enjoy the sounds and things that we're influenced by, really.
Right.
So yeah, that's when Mista Silva came to form, because what we wanted to do was not just wanted to have, like, kind of like names for ourselves. So at that point, I was working with one of our family friends and close friends called Nayoka Silva,
Okay.
and he had, like, great experience in the promotional field before us. He's older than us, and so we started our thing, and then we joined up with him, and we thought, as we're gonna make a partnership, let's bring the Silva name into the play of it all. So
Makes sense.
then we had, like, Mista Silva, and then there was JR Silva, and so on and so forth, and then, yeah, down the line, eventually, I took the name more seriously in it than everybody else. Everybody dropped it off and did whatever they wanted to do with
But
the
you
name.
held on to
But I
it.
held on to that Mista Silva name and switched it up and just gave it a name, yeah, and it actually stands for something now. So
Right.
now what I've made from that is strong, inspirational, lively, versatile artist.
I like that.
So,
And
yeah.
not many people know that as well.
Not many people do know that, so
Not at
yeah,
all.
I think it's something that, like, it's good that I don't want, like, not that I don't want everybody to know it, but, like, it's better that if you just spring upon it at some point, of
Absolutely.
knowing who Mista Silva is.
And you've done that now, so thank you.
There you go, you know what I mean?
Thank you very much. Now, you're a British-born Ghanaian, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So most of your songs are rap or sung in Tree and English.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be more beneficial for your career if you were based in Ghana rather than based here?
I don't know. I think I wouldn't say that, because if it was that, then I would have been there and it would have been that, you know what I mean? I feel like what's been given to me, or the blessing from God, is I'm a British Ghanaian. Like, I represent those who are in diaspora, like, but we are still Ghanaians regardless,
Definitely.
whether I'm born there or not. Like, so for that fact, I feel like there's a reason why I'm here to enforce the culture and to enforce whatever it is that needs to be enforced in terms of where we're coming from, you know what I mean? So that those that are here and are just like me, British Ghanaians, British Nigerians, British whatever, or wherever you can come from in the diaspora, like, know that, yo, we're not just, like, from Britain, or
True.
like, you got roots, like, you got a home that you came from to be here.
Boy, do I
It's
miss
not-
my home.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It's a different feeling when you go home as well, and they must know that,
True.
to go and feel that feeling, to know.
And they receive you in a different way as
Okay,
well.
there you go. So, you know, the energy is very different. So I feel like, yeah, it's meant to be that I be here. And me, if I was to be in Ghana, would it be more beneficial? I don't know. I don't think so, in essence, because I feel maybe in terms of numbers and being able to reach people, like, more close to me.
Yeah.
But in the business terms, I don't think, not yet. Like, Ghana is moving forward 110% within its music industry and
I
so on
agree.
and so forth. But there's still a lot of few things that need to happen, and you know, because the music is very big. Like, Ghanaian music is so influential
widespread. Yeah,
to the world,
definitely.
like through high life, through hip life, into the nowadays Afrobeat.
You know your stuff. You've done your research. I
literally,
can tell.
Literally, so.
You know what? Although I'm still stuck on Boom Boom Ta, because I love that song.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
truly do. I love Murder as well, your
mhm.
latest single.
Thank you.
How are your fans responding to it?
It's been great, I think, because I released it just over 2 weeks and the audio is doing very well, like 12K and moving forward like daily. And as we speak, you know, people are playing the track. It's been received on radio very well. Played across Capital Extra, Radio 1,
Yeah.
BBC 1 Extra. Yeah, so it's for it being out just at that short period of time and for it to get that reception and to be even released via Fader, which, you know, is a big, like, kind of,
Achievement,
you
definitely.
know what I mean? So I feel like it's good, like, it shows progress and growth in what I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to take the music I'm doing, you know what I mean? So for that fact, yeah, man, I'm pleased with what is happening. And
Good.
just keeping it, the momentum, and keeping it
Keep
going. man,
thriving,
literally.
definitely.
You know what I mean?
You've been in the music industry for some time now,
Yeah.
a very, very long time now. Since your rise to fame, have you lost any friends along the way?
Yeah. I could say that. Yeah, definitely. Like, I wouldn't say like maybe in the sense that like direction of where people want to go in life, but still got love for them.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? 110% because it's been a part of my life at some point. You know what I mean? So the love can never go, but mainly because of direction. Like, things don't lock how they're meant to lock, you know what I mean? And you lock with those whose heads lock with where your direction is going. So I'd say that. Yeah.
The reason why I ask is because of this huge Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah.
Now, the black community are trying to support each other, and I'm completely for that. I'm pro everyone. I'm pro love. But you see a lot of young men and young women supporting each other. Well, not necessarily supporting each other. They say they are, but in action, and indeed they're not. Which is why I asked the question.
There's a bit in the head where I feel like, I don't know, like they don't want to let go and actually get behind it in essence. That, like, I don't know what the current social trend is making them think like so on and so forth, innit? But at the same time, it's like we need to look at like other races,
Definitely.
even our roots. When you look at your roots, then you see that back then, this is what it was. Like, it was pattern. We worked together. We did this. This happened, and something happened here, and this polluted here and here to make this situation. And I feel like the culture has been polluted.
Yes.
So therefore, when the culture is polluted, then like the mindset is some is tampered. Some are not strong enough to cope.
Definitely. Now, your debut EP, For Vim, was released in 2012.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you were signed to Polydor in 2014.
That's right.
Since then, do you think that your career has been steady, like you've made progress steadily?
Yeah, it's been a journey, like I said, and it's funny that I'm on the journey because it's been a journey, literally been a journey, like from dropping the EP 2012, Woman to all that situation there, and like all that, and then getting the deal with Polydor. Don't be deceived in it because I feel like people think that when you just get these big deals, like, you get a big signing.
That's it. You got your mansion.
But it's not like that, innit? It still is another step of work, innit? And like, if your crew or your A&R team don't agree with what you're trying to do, so on and so forth, like, your visions don't collide. So right now, with me, I'm not with Polydor no more.
Right.
But I've done my single deal, and we finished, innit? We did what I had to do. And then to progress forward, they didn't want to progress forward, through the deal. We had like options in the deal,
Okay.
from the single to this to that, representing them with music and so on and so forth. But they didn't want to project what I wanted to do in it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't make sense that I stay there. I must come out of there
Because
and
of your
the same
creative
way- exactly.
differences, yeah.
And the same time, it's like I started what I was doing, and you didn't come from me and made me.
Of
I made myself
course.
before you came to me. So
So you can still progress without them, basically.
Yeah.
You appreciate the
What you-
support
exactly.
and what you offered, but you can still move
That's
on
it.
without
That's it,
them.
literally that. But I feel like, yeah, it's been growth. Definitely been growth, so on and so forth. Dropped the next 2 EPs, Let Off 1 and 2, and that was very well received as well. And like I said, we're moving on now with various singles coming through this year, Lifestyle, On My Grind, Murder, etc., etc. Today, like today, like a lot of projects like that day out there that we can still continue to project what we need to project, and even picking up the award, Urban Music Awards, this year
Well
as
done.
well. So, like, it shows that like people they see what.
Yeah, you're being
the work is
recognised for
doing,
your
you know what I
work
mean?
and for your efforts. It's definitely not going unnoticed.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely. So I'm grateful, man, and it brings more, I think, responsibility to me, and
More money, more problems, kind of
exactly
thing.
shows that I wouldn't say problems because I enjoy what is coming. You know what I mean? I enjoy the responsibility.
Good.
I enjoy it. Like I feel like I'm meant to like. put
You
out
embrace
there.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
You do with it what you need to do.
You know what I mean?
You were the first unsigned UK Afrobeats artist. Your single, Now What's Up, was the first one to be played on BBC One Extra.
yeah.
Were you aware of that?
Yeah.
How did you feel when you found that out?
I felt like I was just amazed. I was shocked. They called me, I want to put your song on the place. Them times I didn't even have the management and that, so it was just like my
One-man
boys.
band.
Not even just my boys as well, they behind me. But yeah, we did. And that was just a crazy like feeling. Yo, have you got this, your PRS number? And I'm like, okay,
no.
okay, yeah.
Just
boom.
play the song?
You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it was good feeling. It showed like it was a breakthrough as well for me. Like from the years behind what I'd been doing to get to that stage. So it was an amazing feeling.
Okay. You have a very distinctive voice. Like, whenever anyone hears your song, they know it's you.
Yeah.
And nowadays, the kind of direction that music is going in, to me, is disappointing. And I'm really open and very transparent about that. Like, lyrics no longer have depth. People are all about the beat, so they're not really listening to what people are saying. How important is it to you to communicate a message in this time, whatever that
Very
message may be?
important. It's very important. So important. I don't know why people want to, or I don't know, like, if it's the mainstream media that's forced upon the, like, songs that don't really make sense. Okay, cool, enjoy the vibe and that's it, but there's sections in it that need to be also projected as well. Like the messages and so on and so forth. So, as people, I feel we should know who we're listening to. I'm not saying don't listen to that and that. Listen to what you want to listen to, but know what you're listening to and know that music is a message and it can influence you in life. So if you're listening to something that is not correct, in essence, like that's going to bring your energies out in the right way, then like just know in it what you want to do.
Are you a believer, a Christian?
I would say yeah, I've been born into a Christian house. So yeah, I've been influenced by Christianity. You know what I mean? But I cannot say I'm a full-on devoted Christian. Like I go right to church, but I pray a lot. Like,
So your faith is concrete, your faith is...
yeah, like I pray a lot. Like, I take that seriously, the spiritual side of things of life. I think that's important because like it helps you to handle situations in life, and you know what I mean, that gives you strength. I think that's important to build all types of strength, whether it's through money, through whatever you want to build, money wise, physically, mentally, or whatever you're building. You always have to build every part of you in it. So
Very true.
yeah, you're gonna need the spiritual side.
On your full body of armour. That's
Exactly,
correct, right?
exactly.
The reason why I ask is because you're telling me what your plans are for 2017. And I know a lot of Christians or believers are very skeptical when it comes to that. They're like, oh, don't say this, you don't want to tell people what you're doing. And I'm not even sure why. Because if your faith is concrete, you shouldn't need to fear anything. You should be able to express exactly what you're going to do and have no fear that no one can stop you from achieving that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Like, why are you the fear? Because if you're bringing good energies, why are you the fear?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm bringing you goodness. Don't turn your negative self on.
There you
and
go.
say this and that. You know what I mean? You can't be judgmental. Take everyone for how they are. You know what I mean? And move forward.
Definitely. I've seen you performing at schools, and I've seen how the young people respond to you. Like, they really love you. They're singing your songs, they're dancing. You get their energy levels up. Have you ever considered starting a mentoring program for young people? Not just young men, young girls?
No, 100. I love the young people. Like we need to, that's where we can influence properly because they're growing.
Don't count yourself out. You're
No,
still
I'm-
kind of young
of course,
too.
Yeah, of course. I'm very.
Still-
I know I'm young
We're
at the
young
same time,
people.
but the young,
The
that
younger
are growing,
ones, yeah, definitely.
like, and haven't developed full brains for certain things yet. You know what I mean? Like, you must influence them in the right ways so that they don't come and make the same mistakes. If we're telling the youngers unite and do this with your this and that, when they grow, it's in their system, it's in your mindset.
True.
Whatever you did when you was little was in your mindset, then things can improve for our culture generally all over the world. So,
And you have to lead by example as well. So
That's it.
whatever you're doing, they're kind of watching you with a microscope.
exactly.
Like,
110%, they're copying it. When I was young, I copied my older brother.
there you go.
So it just shows him that we should like try our best to do what we can to influence in the right ways and with sense in it, like, so that mistakes are not how they are.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I agree. Would you ever do a Shatawale? Like step out of the music industry for some time, just kind of gauge what's happening. I don't know what else he did. Maybe he did some research and he worked on himself. He rebranded himself and he's come out and he's completely conquered the Afro dancehall music industry. Would you ever consider doing something like that? Or is it too drastic?
I don't know. It depends how things are going. If I don't believe that whatever vision I've started is not going in that direction, but at the same time, it's like you can't be giving up.
No, definitely not.
But obviously, he's not giving up, but he's restructured and changed and whatnot. I heard that.
And he's come back stronger.
Exactly.
I
So
think.
everyone's different.
True.
You can't copy what someone does in it because that's not your purpose in it. You know what I mean? So, like, if it comes, it comes. But
Maybe not. Like you said, everyone is different. For some, I think if they back out, they
Even
may
what-
never be able to
exactly,
come
you know
back.
what I mean? You know what I mean?
That could destroy your career forever. Yeah.
obviously got a strong spirit in him that's like, nah, actually, the way the thing will go down, I will do this thing and make the thing go here. And that spirit led him to go and do that and it popped.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
indeed.
So he got the spirit, man. You know what I mean?
I feel like, and I don't know if you will agree, Nigerians have not only dominated the film industry, like they're the second largest film industry in the world. It's Hollywood and then it's Nollywood, and then I guess it's Bollywood. I think they're dominating the music industry. Now I hear a lot of people say, oh, it's because they've got a larger population than Ghana and whatever. Do you think that they're just relentless? Like they go to great lengths and great extremes to get what they want? As compared to Ghanaian artists.
Definitely, and I feel they're more united.
I agree.
They support each other. I see
Yeah.
a lot. Like, man's doing this thing, Hammerdays drop his thing, everyone's posting it in Nigeria with the artists. Majority of the top ones. Tiawa dropped something, they all post it.
I
All
see it
sharing
too.
the thing, like how it's meant to be shared. And this is why they're moving forward. They know that they have to build the industry. There'll be wise men that day, there's big don't talking there saying, hey,
True.
yeah, everyone's doing their thing, but Charlie, look, we do this thing.
Support each
so
other
that the thing can be
completely.
even more forward. The same thing in Nollywood, wherever it is they've done it. That's what it is. And I feel Nigerians, as much as they like to do their showboating and etc., they support each other.
I see it too.
They fully support each other, even in like London here. You get me? Ghanaians that day in London and compared to Nigerian London. Like the Nigerian London, they support each other. Hence why they are now doing the big concerts. When the things start popping off in London, it was Ghanaian people
Yes.
who were doing the big Afrobeat
Same
things
as
in the
Gollywood.
auto arenas
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
etc. You know what I mean? But because I feel like Ghanaians got some kind of, we love each other so much. Yeah, but
We got
guy,
vendettas
guy.
against each other. Yes.
We like that
Everyone's
guy, innit?
arrogant, pompous.
That's our
I
problem.
don't know. But it needs to stop. It's actually heartbreaking.
It's sad still, but it's mad. We love each other. Mad when it comes to certain things. The unity is just crazy. Yeah, you can't compare.
Do you really think we love each other?
Yes, I do. I feel like Ghana's got a mad spirit like that. We have this die hard can do spirit. Like we would say we're gonna do this thing. We're on it, innit? Collectively, we know, but we'll do guy. We know that we want to achieve this thing, but we'll still do guy. I don't know why and how that's come into influence or into play, but I feel like that barrier of certain forms of guy should fall. Like it's time and place for things, innit? And
We need
when
to get
it's
rid of
among
it.
your people, it doesn't need to happen, man.
Like you have friends, like say you post a picture of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, you're standing there holding a mic. You have friends, some friends, and a lot of complete strangers who might not even know much about your music,
Mm-hmm.
liking your pictures. And then you have relatives who
Very
will
good.
just scan the picture and be like, yeah, whatever.
It's true.
No like, no nothing. What is that about? Shouldn't you be like encouraging and
it's mad.
supporting
It's very
your
mad.
brother, your cousin, whatever it
I
is?
don't know why.
Do you get that as well? So it's not just me.
Of course, 100%, man. 100% that. I don't know, man. And I always like, it was good that we speak about it. This is what man needs, isn't it? To people to voice these things and let people start getting the discussions and talk about it. And then
Definitely.
from there, then we can maybe see progressive change in some form, innit? Because if like you see something and some be blessed in it to do certain things. So if that person has been blessed to do, not everyone is going to get that purpose or blessing.
True.
And the ones that have been given it, they're around you, so you're also blessed.
Exactly,
So,
you'll be supporting them
you know what I
as
mean?
well.
So
If they
you are
need you, you're there too.
So
Why
now
are you
you
trying to
want
pull
to, if this
someone down?
one now goes and he wants to do something and he wants to help you, he can do that because you have
Exactly.
allowed to help to build this building. It's a legit will breaks no. Like what you need to do. You know
It's
what
like
I
they
mean?
don't want that kind of support.
But like I said, one will come and say, hey, myself a guy, straight man, leave me for food, everything, making this noise. But there's some of us too who actually do wanna do things, innit?
Like us, like me and you.
There you go.
And I voice these things, I say these things because as far as I'm concerned, 1, it's happening. 2, it needs to be brought to light. And 3, if you're not paying my bills, I will say it because I don't fear anyone. So I feel as though I can say that these things are happening and it needs to change.
No, it's true, it's true.
And I'm glad that you spoke about Nigerians supporting each other regardless of wherever they are in the world. And Ghanaians need to step up as well. Some Ghanaians are already doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think we need to be more united as a
Definitely.
people.
Especially the
Ghanaian,
new
Nigerian,
generation.
whatever we are. Africans,
Yeah,
people.
all of us.
If you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Inspiration.
Inspiration. You whispered that.
Like I was thinking, I wanted to say more than one, innit? But yeah, inspiration.
Your life as an artist is under a microscope, like a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
How difficult is it for you to maintain relationships, especially with women?
I see. To be honest, it's not like hard for me. I'd say, like I don't know. That's like comes down to choosing the right woman and what woman is strong, isn't it?
How do you reassure the girl that you're dating that there is no one else? I know they see different women in music videos and whatnot, but how do you reassure them and be like, no, you're the only one for me. I've only got eyes for you. You know, all those cliches and whatnot.
Because she should see what I'm doing, innit? What my mission is. Whatever I tell her I'm trying to do, it's all about me projecting or telling her what we're trying to do, what I'm trying to do, innit? Or what we are trying to do. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And if she can see or understand what I'm trying to do, then she would know that, okay, whatever, innit? Like, what you lot are saying, whatever, innit? Like, I know what the deal is, innit? You know what I mean? So that's what it comes down to, innit? If the person believes in what I'm doing, innit? And I believe in what
Beautiful.
she's doing.
I like that. What advice could you offer other struggling artists? Not that you're struggling, I mean artists that are actually struggling in the music industry that you see want to succeed, but it's just difficult.
I think, try and just continue. That's what you can do, continue. Find ways, examine what's going on. How can I infiltrate? How can I do this? How can I do that? Literally, like, communicate what is the industry. Like, that's the first thing. Know what you're into. Know what you're actually in.
Yeah.
It's not get up and there's a reason why it's not going this way. You need to continue in it because things are happening. You know what I mean, and it could be another avenue of music.
True.
There's, like I said, music's not just artists. It's a lot of fields in it. You know what I mean?
Producer, all sorts.
You know what I mean? So yeah,
I can't think of the other. Yeah, I was waiting for you to chip in. Yeah.
Publishing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you know what I mean? Radio, presenting like you're doing yourself.
Thank
it's all
you.
part of it.
Thanks
you
for
know what I mean?
acknowledging me.
Trust me, like, so you just find your field really and truly, you know what I mean?
Mr. Silva, I want to thank you so much
No problem.
for gracing the show with your presence.
You're welcome.
Like I said, it's been long overdue,
Trust me.
but I do appreciate your time. And on the journey, we always bless our guests with a gift. So I just want to give you a little something to say thank you.
Thank you very much.
For always simply being incredible. It's in there. This is for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Blessing.
for catering to your fans. Thank you for being so determined, and thank you for being an inspiration
Love.
to your fans as well.
That's love.
So
man.
thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Legend. Trust me. More on the journey is coming.
You got that? Well, thank you.
Take care, yeah.
Every time I rise up, get the thing all light up. The comments water, yeah, get the thing light up.